like Calder Hayes, he doesn't like me honestly. That just makes me like him more. My best friend Margot keeps trying to talk sense into me. Pick someone else, Lana. Loving a man who doesn't love you back is a one-way ticket to wrecking yourself. Please. When a man loves a woman who doesn't love him back, he kidnaps her and locks her in a penthouse in some psychological thriller fever dream. When a woman loves a man who doesn't love her back, she is supposed to turn into the weepy heroine of a sad indie movie, begging for scraps. Hard pass. I prefer the kidnapping plot. From the driver's seat, my marriage to Calder Hayes. I strong-armed him into it. To everyone on the outside, we're just another merger with monogrammed napkins. Hayes Capital Mary Sinclair Holdings, very tidy, very Forbes. He doesn't love me, everyone knows, including him. Especially him. On our wedding night, he walked out of the bathroom, saw me sitting on the edge of the bed, and froze like a deer on the Merritt Parkway. So, you should get some rest. Long day. Then he turned around and walked out. I didn't say a word. I just waited. Sure enough, 60 seconds later, Calder was back. Lana, where is the bed in the guest room? I had the staff take it out. The way I said it. Bright, breezy, like I'd had the curtains steamed. Stunned him into momentary silence. Calder, before the wedding, you promised me you'd play along. Are you backing out already? He pinched the bridge of his nose and sighed. Lana, you may not understand men particularly well. Even without feelings, I have a physiological response. I don't want to do something I'll regret. I'd like you to think very carefully before you regret it too. I glanced down at myself. Silk slip, ivory cut on the bias. Damn, my legs really did look unreasonable. Focus. Calder, you may not understand women particularly well. The idea of sleeping with a man who doesn't love me makes me feel a little. I searched for the word, gross. For good measure, I added, even if you are extremely handsome. Still gross, Calder. It is just a bed, I said sweetly. Nobody's doing anything. Don't tell me the great Calder Hayes can't manage that much self-control. Here is the thing about Calder. He has this very calm, very contained look of insanity to him. The sky could be falling, and he'd take a sip of his espresso. He'd watch people running for their lives and take another sip. Then he'd murmur, why bother? We're all going to die anyway. From a distance, he looks like a man unshakable in the face of catastrophe. Up close, he is unhinged. Every time I see that polished, glassy calm of his, I want to crack it like a snow globe. Lana, we agreed on a 1-year marriage and then a divorce. Don't push it. It hasn't been a year, has it? He turned to leave. I am sleeping on the couch. I picked up my phone. If you walk out of this room, I am calling your mother. He stopped. Before the wedding, Mrs. Hayes had laid into Calder so hard I almost felt bad for him. I told you not to get involved with Marin. You didn't listen. You insisted on marrying her. And what did she do? Ran off with her ex at the altar. Are you happy now? If Lana hadn't stepped in, the entire Hayes family would have been a punchline in page 6. You treat her, right? You hear me? If you turn this girl's first marriage into her second, I will end you. Marin Whitlock. Calder's childhood sweetheart, his moon and stars. The woman he was supposed to marry. Looking at the cornered version of my husband, I went soft. A little? It is fine, I said generously. If you really can't handle it, you can sleep on the floor. I, however, was sleeping in the bed. I tucked myself under the duvet, smug as a cat. A minute later, Calder, defeated, climbed in on the other side. This was, after all, his first marriage. To a woman he didn't choose. He hadn't even accepted the fact that he was a husband yet, let alone that he shared a mattress with one. He tossed and turned. I, on the other hand, slept like a baby. He found that personally offensive. Lana, I was halfway into a dream. Wake up. God in heaven. Nothing on earth pisses me off like being woken up. But Calder was the man I loved. Patience. What? His voice was deadpan. I can't sleep, so you don't get to sleep either. I rolled over and glared. If you wake me up one more time, I am kissing you. Silence. Beautiful. Immediate silence. I have a meeting at 7, I added. Wake me up at 6. And I mean wake me. I will not get up willingly. Calder Hayes was unraveling in real time. The next morning, I opened my eyes to find Calder fully dressed, standing by the bed like a butler at a haunted manor, staring into the middle distance. I grabbed my phone. 6:20. Why didn't you wake me? I was about to. You have time. Don't let it happen again. He remembered the request. He just hadn't been able to make himself say my name out loud. 20 minutes of silent staring. Some husband. Anything on your calendar after work? I asked. Number. I smiled. Great. Then you are picking me up. You have your own car. Calder, you need to start adjusting to your new role. For the next year, you are going to be a husband. Husbands pick up their new wives. It is not radical. It is not on the way. Have you forgotten why we got married? I said sweetly. He exhaled. Fine. At his and Marin's wedding, Marin had strolled, actually, out of the church on her ex-boyfriend's arm in front of 300 guests. The Hayes name took a body blow. I was a volunteer. I'd saved them. He owed me. On my way out, I remembered one more thing. Oh, there is a bakery between your office and mine, Levain Crumb. Grab me a slice of the matcha cake. Thanks, babe. He didn't object. He didn't say much of anything. He just blinked at me, slowly, like a man recalculating his life. Truth is, I didn't even want the cake. I just wanted him to think about me on his commute. He didn't have me in his heart. Fine. I just take up space in his routine. Same end. Calder was slowly learning to play the part. I gave him a document. It listed my habits, my preferences, and a comprehensive list of my expectations for him. Home by 6:30 p.m. Late nights and business dinners reported in advance. When I call, you pick up. If you can't text me why, bring me a gift when you travel. You choose it. Personally, bathwater 113 degrees Fahrenheit, not 114. I told him to memorize it. He refused. Memorize it, or I kiss you. He memorized it. 2 pages in, he looked up. Why are you like this? The bathwater is to the degree. Don't ask. Just do. Shouldn't I get to know your preferences? This is one-sided. I beamed. You like apples, oranges, and grapes. You don't like pears. You'll eat anything but you prefer savory over sweet, and the one dessert you actually like is sticky bourbon ribs, which isn't even a dessert. You salt your coffee in winter, which is unhinged. By the way, okay, stop talking. He went back to the document. Nobody bet on this marriage. Margot, ever the romantic, kept pushing. Calder loves Marin Lena. You are going to suffer. I tilted my head. I married the person I love. He married a person he doesn't. If anybody's suffering, it is him. She had no comeback, so she pivoted. What if Marin comes back? You'll bend yourself into knots for him. You'll lose the baby. You'll get kidnapped. He'll hand you divorce papers in the ICU. You'll die. He'll go insane. Standard arc. Margot, are you okay? What are you reading? She grinned. Don't torture her anymore, Mr. Hayes. Your wife's been dead for 3 days. I sighed. I prefer the books where the woman runs the show. Margot perked up. Sorry, I said. I don't do tragic. I do dominant. If I am the one in control, no one gets to break me. Calder doesn't have to love me. He just has to treat me right. If he doesn't, I make him. If I can't make him, I swap him for someone who will. But honestly, at his current performance level, I wasn't trading him in. One core rule, never inconvenience yourself for a man. Ever. I'd promised Calder a divorce in a year. If at the end of it, he still didn't love me, well, I'd have had a very nice year. So under my benign tyranny, Calder happily, read, under duresses cooked for me. Happily, read, under duresses, picked me up. Happily read, under duresses drew my baths. Happily read, under duresses bid $2 million on a necklace I gestured at during a charity auction. And I was thriving. I came home one night and watched him standing at the stove, sleeves rolled to the elbow sautéing shallots. Something tugged in my chest. Calder, I just realized, you are kind of pitiful. I should probably be nicer to you. After all, his bride had bolted. He'd been forced to marry me. He glanced up, neutral. Go on. Tonight you don't have to draw my bath. Calder, do you sleep with a light on? The last 2 nights, there'd been a soft lamp glowing on his nightstand all the way through. It bothers me a little. Maybe try sleeping without it. I'll buy you an eye mask, he said flatly. Oh, okay for you. I'll wear it. The food was excellent. How are you this good at cooking? I asked. Boarding school, then college, then grad school. You learn or you starve. Every grad student becomes a chef, confirmed. Such a shame, I sighed. Probably won't get a meal this good tomorrow. I'll cook for you tomorrow. And the next day. Don't push it. That is not pushing. We're partners. You are not the only one putting in effort. I made you breakfast this morning. Long silence. Lana, may I ask why, if you made the breakfast, you didn't eat any of it? Wasn't to my taste. You don't have to spin, inable into poetry. That is not the point. The point is the gesture. Nobody else on earth gets a Lana Sinclair breakfast. Be moved. He set his fork down very carefully. Lana, I am grateful for what you did at the wedding. I'll do my best to make this year comfortable for you. But can you please, stop emotionally manipulating me? There it was. I plucked a piece of bourbon-glazed pork from the platter and dropped it on his plate. How could you say that to me? I am just a little shameless. I am not a bad person, and I only manipulate you because I love you. I don't manipulate anyone else. Calder quietly. I am done. Margot always said I had the face of a Sunday school teacher, deceptive packaging. After my shower, I sat on the edge of the bed. Towel dry my hair. There is a blow dryer. It'll damage my hair. You are high maintenance. But he picked up the towel. I thought about Margot's kidnapping, miscarriage, divorce, death arc. Better to head it off. Calder, you are allowed to not love me, but you don't get to hurt me. I have a long memory. I retaliate. I'll be very good to you. You don't get to take my kindness and run me over with it. When have you ever been good to me? He said dryly. I've been waiting on you for 2 weeks. I lifted a finger. Not the point. You claim to love me. Shouldn't you be the one being nice? You won't give me anything emotionally. Compensate materially. Equilibrium. You sound like a bank robber.